Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts became the title sponsor of the BlueBikes program in 2018, and we just recommitted to that sponsorship to go through 2031. So in the 6 years that we've held that title sponsorship, the system has really achieved many milestones. We've expanded the system from 4 municipalities to 13, representing a 225% increase. We've also expanded the system into neighborhoods that didn't have access to bikes under the Hubway system. And the number of bikes actually in the system has grown an astonishing amount, over 333%, which means from about 1,500 bikes to over 5,400 bikes. So it's a really significant increase. And the number of stations, as you can imagine, also has grown very significantly, about 150%, from originally around 195 to over 480. So we're really excited about that expansion. We've also included, this year, we've added 750 new e-bikes to the system. So that's a really important component to add accessibility options for folks. Also, we've really bolstered the income eligible program. So we offer an income eligible program for people who maybe can't afford the regular rates. And we've surpassed over 23 million rides taken in the system so far. So a lot of really good accomplishments in the years that have passed, and we're looking forward to continuing those over the next 7 years ahead.
Awesome. Amazing. Wow. What a rise, right? In numbers.
Yeah,
And that's amazing.
yeah.
So you touched a little bit on accessibility. So what are the steps that Blue Bikes and Blue Cross are going to take to increase accessibility, especially to more diverse communities, more urban areas?
Yeah, sure. Increasing access to bikes really, especially in the marginalized communities that are oftentimes overlooked or left out, was a key component for us when we started this program in 2018. We're very committed to supporting and extending public bike sharing across Greater Boston as a safe, sustainable, and accessible public transportation option through our partnership with the participating municipalities, including the City of Boston, who own the bike share program, and with Lyft, who operates the system. We've also increased the number of bikes and bike stations, as I previously mentioned. So we're really trying to expand the access to communities that oftentimes haven't had that access available.
Wow, yeah. I mean, that's the most important part, right? Making sure that every community in Boston has access to this amazing program.
I was talking to some folks that live, residents that live in the community, and they say that they see a lot of young people taking bikes from Mattapan, Hyde Park, areas where they maybe didn't have access before, and they're wearing like uniforms, so they're going to jobs. So it's allowing, for example, young people to be able to get to their jobs where they might not have had access to transportation options in the past. So those kinds of things are really important. And also teaching, we learned in this process that a lot of folks that live in communities that never had access to bikes maybe don't even know how to ride bikes. So we've included a lot of education around why, how do you ride a bike? What are the safety precautions you need to think about? Where do you ride them safely? So a lot of real growth, communities that don't have access, that are usually marginalized, and then helping them to not only have access, but how to use it and how to be able to, make it part of their day-to-day.
Absolutely. And how else does Blue Cross collaborate with the diverse communities across Boston?
Sure. So we have a myriad of activation programs that we introduced to the system when we took over the sponsorship, and that we manage throughout the year, designed to really highlight that connectivity between cycling and mental and physical well-being. So this year, we're focused on activities that support mental health, women's health, diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging, and supporting community, particularly around access. So some examples of that are with the MBTA shutdown. We're actually in the process of conducting a year-long campaign aimed to help support those affected by the various T closures throughout the year. So far we've supported 6 closures across multiple MBTA lines from March until July, which is just ending today. And we offer unlock codes or credits to allow individuals to access free Blue Bikes so they can ride the bikes that are impacted by certain T lines that are closed for repair. Another example is that during June, which is Pride Month, we have for many years now conducted, it's actually our fourth year, Pride campaign where we activate 100 rainbow themed Proud bikes that are added to the Blue Bike system. And Blue Cross Blue Shield donates $1 per ride up to 10,000 rides for a $10,000 contribution to the Fenway Health System, which focuses on LGBTQ healthcare. And for the past several years, we've gone well over the 10,000 rides taken on those Proud bikes. So really a cool thing, that a partnership that we have with the City of Boston and the Fenway Healthcare Center. We do Mindful Mondays, which is about engaging people around the mindfulness and the benefits of exercise, and including biking with free passes on Mondays throughout the month of August. And so we do those types of activation initiatives throughout the year that are kind of fun, a fun way to get people engaged, get people out on the bikes in the community, in the parks and places where you can have healthy air and just have more of an active lifestyle, which improves both your mental and your physical well-being.
Absolutely. I mean, that's
Yeah.
so important. Like we said, all different communities, and there's so many different programs that you guys have. Where can viewers learn more about Blue Bikes and Blue Cross?
Sure, absolutely. Well, for Blue Bikes, we have to get information around access, around affordability for Blue Bike, how you might be eligible for the income eligible programs. There's options for single rides, there's options for annual passes, all sorts of things. So you can go onto the Blue Bikes website, which is simply found at bluebikes.com, and you can get all sorts of information about that. You can also find out about some of the activation events that are happening throughout the whole system, but certainly throughout Greater Boston. And then to find out more information about Blue Cross Blue Shield, you can also go onto the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts website and find out all sorts of information about what we're doing with the rest of our corporate citizenship activities.